What's this? A letter for me.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Through the Mail Thursdays. Today I'm going to share with you 3 recent returns that I got back in the mail and profile each player that signed for me. So we'll just jump right into this first one. It is a return from former Chicago White Sox player Kevin Bell on 1, 2, 3, and a 4th. So 4 of 4 on his various 1970s cards there. So let me tell you about Kevin Bell and his career in baseball. Kevin Bell, a California native, attended high school in California as well as attended Mount San Antonio College in Walnut, California. So Mount San Antonio is not in San Antonio, it is actually in California. Kevin was selected in the first round of the 1974 draft, 7th overall by the Chicago White Sox out of college. Almost immediately, he was placed on the fast track to the major leagues, as in his first year, just 18 years old, in rookie ball, he posted a .276 batting average and 15 home runs while playing third base for the White Sox organization in A-ball. The following year, in 1975, his first full season, he would split time between single A and double A in 133 games, batting .294 and cracking 19 home runs. Just his second year in baseball, his first full regular season. So definitely living up to the hype of a first-round pick. Well, in 1976, he would be tested at AAA, and he would appear in 51 games and posted a .285 batting average with the White Sox AAA affiliate before they called their number 1 pick up to the major leagues on June 16th, 1976. At just 20 years old, Kevin Bell was manning third base in Comiskey Park. That season, he appeared in 68 games his rookie year, batted .248, and hit 6 home runs. Well, the following year, in 1977, he would just appear in 9 games for the White Sox in the majors and would spend 49 games in their AAA affiliate, again posting a .306 batting average and hitting 14 home runs. Well, in 1978, expectations were pretty high for him going into that season, but he just posted a .191 batting average with the White Sox in 1978 and spent the majority of the 78 season, 89 games, in AAA. Well, after that 78 season, the best way to put it is the wheels kind of fell off. The following year, 1979, he would split the year again between AAA and the majors, and in 1980, he would have another crack at the major leagues with the White Sox at third base. However, he would post just a .179 batting average for them in 92 games. After posting a poor season in 1980 with the White Sox outright released their first-round pick from their team. He then signed on as a free agent with the San Diego Padres. His time with San Diego was, albeit brief, because the Padres turned around and traded him before the start of the 1981 season to the Oakland A's. He would then spend the entire 1981 season in AAA for Oakland, posting a .215 batting average with 16 home runs. In 1982, he would spend almost the entire season in AAA for the A's, but did have a 4-game call-up in 1982 with the Oakland A's. In 1982, at just 26 years old, Kevin Bell retired from baseball as a player. So this was a former first-round pick. He flew through the minor league system for the White Sox and actually put together a couple productive seasons for Chicago his first few years. However, that was the best that he could put forward, and by the time he was 26 years old, he was out of baseball as a player. So I'm not really sure what he did post-playing career, but obviously if he retired from baseball at 26, he had a whole nother career ahead of him after, his baseball time. So very happy to add Kevin Bell to the collection. We'll move on to the next one. All right, so the next one comes back from former Cincinnati Reds pitcher slash San Diego Padres pitcher, Dave Tomlin, on 4 of 4. Again, on various 1970s cards there. So let me tell you about Dave Tomlin and his career in baseball. Dave Tomlin, a Kentucky cut. Dave Tomlin was born in Maysville, Kentucky, but attended high school at West Union High School in West Union, Ohio, and was selected by the Cincinnati Reds in the 29th round of the 1967 draft. Tomlin, a left-handed pitcher, originally started out in the Reds rookie ball affiliate as a starting pitcher, and he posted a 12-8 record with a 3.77 ERA in 1967 in the Reds rookie ball affiliate. The following year, he'd be converted almost full-time to a relief pitcher in A-ball, posting a 6-3 record and a 2.4 ERA in 37 games. From 1969 through 1972, Tomlin would work his way up through the Reds' minor league affiliates, reaching AAA in 1972 and getting a 3-game call-up in 1972 with the big club in Cincinnati. In 1973, he would spend the majority of the season in AAA for the Reds, and he posted a 1-3 record with a 3.48 ERA for the Reds' AAA affiliate, which allowed him to post a 1-2 record in 16 games at the major league level for the Reds in 73. Well, at the conclusion of the 73 season, the Cincinnati Reds packaged him with outfielder Bobby Tomlin and sent him to the San Diego Padres for Clay Kirby. Once Tomlin joined the Padres, he spent 25 games in AAA his first year with the Padres, posted a superb record of 5-1 with a 1.69 ERA in 25 games, and then got a call up to the majors where he appeared in 47 games that year for the Padres, splitting time between AAA and the majors. From 1975 to 1977, Tomlin was a workhorse out of the bullpen for the Padres. In 1977, he appeared in 76 games for the San Diego Padres out of their bullpen. That year, he posted a record of 4-4 and posted a 3.01 ERA. Despite having the success with the Padres in 1977, he was packaged in a deal with cash to bring Gaylord Perry to the San Diego Padres. His time with Texas didn't actually exist, the Texas Rangers, as the Rangers flipped him more or less and traded and sold him to the Cincinnati Reds, the team that originally drafted him. So he was traded to the Rangers, never actually played a game for them. He was traded on January 25th, 1978, and by March 28th of 78, the Rangers already traded him. So he was with the Rangers for about 2 months before the Reds got him back. And with the Reds this time, he posted a 9-1 record in 57 games that first year back with the Reds. He would spend the 1979 and 1980 season with Cincinnati as well. And after the 1980 season concluded, he would be let go by the Cincinnati Reds. He would then sign as a minor league free agent with the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays did not call him up to the major leagues, and he spent the entire 1981 season in their AAA affiliate in 38 games. So the following season, in 1982, he must have really enjoyed living in the area because he again signed with the Cincinnati Reds. So this is his third stint with the Reds organization. However, the Reds decided not to call him up to the major leagues that year, despite posting a 9-2 record in 64 games. Instead, the Reds sold his contract rights to the Montreal Expos, and the Expos only utilized him for 1 game for the remainder of the season in 1982. Well, the following year, in 83, the Expos brought him back to Montreal. However, they did not bring him up to the big club. Instead, placed him in AAA, where he responded in 41 games, posting a 4-1 record with the Expos AAA affiliate in 1983. Well, on August 2nd of 83, the Pittsburgh Pirates bought the contract from the Expos, and after the move, he appeared in just 5 games for the Major League Pittsburgh Pirates affiliate. The following year, in 1984 and 85, he would spend the majority of the seasons in AAA for the Pirates. However, in 85, he did get called up for one game. Well, after the 1985 season, he would again return to the Montreal Expos now for the second stint. At least it's not the Reds. And the Expos would allow him to pitch in 7 games that year in 1986 at the Major League level. However, he would spend the majority of the season, 38 games, in AAA for the Expos. Well, in 1987, David yet to hang it up, and he was a lefty, still hanging on, and he appeared in 25 games at 38 years old in AAA for the Montreal Expos. So in total, Tomlin had a 13-year career, posted a 25-12 record with a 3.82 ERA for 5 different clubs. 5 of those clubs he played for multiple times, meaning the Reds and the Expos. So overall, not a bad career with 13 years in the major leagues, not to mention all the years that he played in the minor leagues. So after his tenure ended, he became a pitching coach in the Montreal Expos organization, and then later the Atlanta Braves organization. In 1998, he joined the Boston Red Sox in a similar capacity until 2006, when he was named the manager of the Gulf Coast League Red Sox. He served through 2010, compiling a 5-year mark of 150 wins and 127 losses for the GCL Red Sox. His record goes through 2016, so I am not sure if Mr. Tomlin is still in baseball. He is now in his 70s, so I would imagine he was probably retired from coaching as well. But again, like I've profiled so many people on my channel, this is a lifetime baseball guy. This guy, 40 years in baseball. Whether that is as a player, as a coach, whatever it is. So, thank you, Mr. Tomlin. Very happy to add your autograph to the collection. We'll move on to the next one. All right, so this next one is a return from former Atlanta Braves catcher Bruce Eggs Benedict on 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here's a couple 87 Donruss and 87 Tops, but here are the multiplayer cards, and you've seen that Glenn Hubbard here before. He also has this other Future Stars card as well with Larry Bradford and Eddie Miller. I do not know the signing habits of the other 3 guys pictured here, so maybe you guys can share that with me in the comments below. But let me tell you about Bruce Benedict and his career in baseball. Bruce Benedict was born in Alabama, however grew up and attended high school and college in Nebraska. As a matter of fact, he attended the University of Nebraska, Omaha, so he just had to move across town to go to college basically to play baseball. He was drafted by the Atlanta Braves in the 5th round of the 1976 draft. At 20 years old, Benedict was assigned to the Atlanta Braves rookie ball affiliate, and he actually finished the year in Double-A for the Braves that year, posting a .274 batting average catching. The following year, in 1977, he would spend the entire year in Double-A for the Braves. He batted .273 in 124 games and hit 7 home runs. The following year, in 1978, he was promoted to Triple-A, and he appeared in 111 games, batting .279, catching for the Braves AAA affiliate, and they rewarded him with a call-up on August 18, 1978, at just 23 years old. Benedict would catch in 22 games that year to finish out the year in 1978 with the Atlanta Braves. The following year, in 1979, Benedict would be utilized as a backup part-time catcher. He would appear in 76 games that year in 1979 for the Braves, posting a .225 batting average. The following year, the primary duties were given to him as a catcher, where he appeared in 120 games for the Braves, posting a .253 batting average that year. In 1981, he would appear in just 90 games. However, he would make the All-Star team for the first time in his career, posting a .264 batting average with 5 home runs. 1982, he would appear in 118 games, and in 1983, he would make his second All-Star game, where he batted .298 that year in 134 games for the Braves. Well, coming off his All-Star year, he had kind of a down season where he batted just .223 in 1984, and again was primarily used as a platoon type catcher, a part-time catcher. Well, after 1983, going into 84, Benedict would never be the full-time catcher again. From 1985, he would catch 70 games for the Braves. 1986, he would catch 64 games. 1987, 37 games. 1988, 90 games. And finally, in 1989, he would catch in just 66 games. Over a 12-year career, all entirely with the Atlanta Braves organization, Benedict would play in 982 games and post a lifetime .242 batting average with 18 home runs. After retiring as a player, Benedict served in several positions for the New York Mets organization. He managed in the Mets minor league system, became an advanced scout for their team. He left the organization and also scouted for the St. Louis Cardinals. One of the other things that he did was he actually served as a referee or official for college basketball in Division I and Division II NCAA basketball. He currently, according to his Wikipedia page, is a Atlanta-based scout for the Chicago White Sox organization, and he also operates the Bruce Benedict Baseball Academy. He also had a son named Griffin that played briefly in the minor leagues for a couple seasons as well. So, very happy to add Bruce Benedict to the collection as well. Got one step closer to getting that card completed. Again, I don't know much about the signing habits of the other three pictured here, so definitely share your thoughts on that. I also look forward to hearing your comments on Dave Tomlin for signing my cards, and of course, former number one pick, Kevin Bell of the Chicago White Sox. I look forward to your comments below, and as always, happy collecting.